Hello and you're very welcome to Maguire's Field for this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter-final. It's 3 in a row chasing UL entertaining UCC, who sit top of the Roll of Honour in the all-time list of Fitzgibbon Cup winners. Both teams are out in the field going through their last bit of warm-ups, and they need a warm-up tonight. It's a cold evening here in Limerick. Wherever you're watching this around the globe, you're definitely warmer than what we are here in Maguire's Field. We're expecting an absolute fiery game that'll warm us all up. UL come into this game, as we said, looking for the 3 in a row. They've had a fairly easy, I suppose, path to this stage. They played ATU Galway the first day out and beat them by 20 points. Then they played TUS Midwest and beat them by 19. So they're yet to really be tested, but they will be tested this evening, we think. UCC, on the other hand, they played Mary I the first day out and they were beaten by 8 points, 20 points to 125. The second day out, then they played Maynooth University and had an easy win against them, 421 to 13 points, so a 20-point win. Before we go any further, we'll have a look at the two teams, and UL have told us they're going to play as per programme. UCC have a few changes. We were told UL will play as selected. So starting in goals for them, we have Conor Hanley-Clark. He will wear the number 1. The full back line is number 2, Fergal O'Connor, 3, TJ Brennan, and 4, Dara Lohan. The half back line is 5, Killian Sampson, 6, Mark Fitzgerald, and 7, Colin Coughlin. The midfield is 8, Brian O'Grady, and 9, Brian O'Sullivan. The forwards are 10, Adam English, 11, Mark Rogers, and 12, Colm O'Mara. And their inside line is 13, Sean O'Hanlon, 14, Garrod O'Connor, the tip man, and number 15, Aidan O'Connor. Moving on to UCC, who will be wearing their traditional red and black. They have 4 changes that we'll get to as we get going. But in goals, they have Brian Saunders, the Middleton man. The full back line is 2, Cathal McCarthy, 3, Shane Kingston, and 4, Ger Mellerick. The half back line sees 2 changes. The team captain, number 5, Robert Downey, is still in, but the other 2 have changed. So number 6, Ira Daly, is out, and he is replaced by number 32, Mark Carey. And number 7, Luke Elliott, is also out, and he is replaced by number 22, Brian Keating. In the midfield is where we see another change. Sean Daly, the number 8, is out and he is replaced by number 25, Dara Stakelin, the man from Thurles Sarsfields. Number 9 is Joe Fitzpatrick, and their forwards are number 10, Cormac O'Brien, 11, Shane Barrett, and 12, Brian Hayes. The inside line then is made up of number 13, Peter McGarry, 14, Dara Flynn, and the last change there comes number 15, Robert Cotter, is replaced by number 18, William Buckley. Some really strong introductions to players, because Dara Stakelin really lit up the Tipperary Championship. William Buckley, who's been brilliant when he's come on in the games as well for UCC. No surprise to see him on the field either, and that half back line isn't weakened by the introduction of Mark Carey or Brian Keating either. Today's match referee is Thomas Walsh of Waterford. He is out there. He's going through the coin toss, just shaking hands with the players out there as we get ready to go. Mark Rogers is the team captain for UL, and he's out there with Robert Downey. As we said, UL going for 3 in a row. They've won 8 titles in total, the last coming last year. From a UCC point of view, they have 40 titles there, last coming back in 2020. This, of course, is one of 3 games that is on today, or was on today. Mary I played TUS Midwest at 2 o'clock, and Mary I won that by 8 points. Another game that you just saw here live on the Higher Education YouTube channel saw SETU Waterford taking on SETU Carlow, and Waterford won that by 6 points. University of Galway and MTU Cork is also on at the moment. We'll try and give you an update on that as we get the full-time score on that. That one is currently in play, but we can confirm that Mary I and SETU Waterford are sitting pretty there in the semi-final. So who will join him remains to be seen. We'll find out in the next hour or so. The match is due to throw in about 2 minutes time, so hopefully everyone will be on schedule. A decent crowd here, they're still moving in. Of course, Maguire's Field's in UL. It's a hive of activity. There's matches going on left, right and centre. There's a freshers match on behind us. There was a ladies football match on there a couple of minutes ago. There's people out doing running. There's all kinds of activity here in UL. A fantastic facility as the crowds just keep pouring in for this one. Only about a minute or so to the scheduled start time, and they're just coming in all the time. Looking at the backroom team for UL, we have Brian Ryan, a man who's been in charge the last 2 years, former Limerick minor manager, involved in the under-20s as well. He is the main man there. We also have Ger Downs, Ger Maroney and Adrian Murphy as the selectors. Dave Punch, a man who hurled with Limerick back in the 80s. He's their stats man there. Strength and conditioning coach is Noel Ryan. Looking at the UCC side then, a lot of familiar names there too. Manager, of course, Tom Kingston. Selectors, Tom Kenny, Peter Cody, Sean Ogo Halpine, Tomas Manning, Dr. Paddy Crowley, Dr. John Crowley, Richie Mooney and Jim McAvoy. So they will all be adding their expertise and their experience as this game gets going. So the subs and other officials are making their way off the field, and it looks like we are going to start fairly close to on time here in Maguire's Field in UL. The scoreboard down to our left is showing the time of day, saying it's 6 minutes past 8, which I don't believe to be correct, but either way we won't be looking at it for the time, we'll be looking at it for the score as this one gets going. And it looks like Tomas Walsh, the match referee from Waterford, wants to get us going on time. Probably been a few positional changes we'll try and get to as this one gets up and going. Just those couple of changes: William Buckley, Brian Keating, Dara Stakelum and Mark Carey all in, of course, for UCC. And the ball is dropped, the game is on, and we're underway for this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter final. And UL get the ball moving down there into the field. Good pull from them, but the UCC are out in front there, and that's picked up by Ger Mellerick. Ger Mellerick plays that on to the team captain Downey. He puts that down into a bit of space, and Brian Hayes is out. Brian Hayes, man who played senior football and hurling for Cork, can't get that one up just yet. Still there, stuck on the ground. A little bit of a ruck forming, and UL come out with that nice clever hand pass into a bit of space, and now there's room to run, there's room to exploit it. Good pass inside there. Is there going to be a chance for Rogers? Rogers plays it off, and a shot from way out the field that looked like Aidan O'Connor. Has he got the opening score of this Fitzgibbon quarter final? The umpire goes to the white flag. That's over the bar. He didn't need much time there, did he? O'Connor just looked over the post and struck it over. Got 5 points the last day out against TUS Midwest, the Ballybrown man. That's dropping again. Good pace to this game in the early stages. Not Dara Flynn did his best to control that, but doesn't get on it over there as far as O'Brien. Now O'Brien plays that into Cork. Oh, sweet turn there. There's a chance over there for the man wearing number 25, Dara Stakelum. We talked about him before the game. The turtle starts to his man from a difficult enough angle, but he makes it look easy as he strikes that over. Fine score there from Dara. So 2 fine scores inside the opening 90 seconds here in this game, which many people believed would have been the final. UCC lost their first day out, maybe slightly unexpected. That's why they're here. UL 100% record still intact, but they've given away a free, and it's a chance for UCC to take the lead for the first time in this game. Dara Flynn looks like he's going to be the man to take this. He has scored 5 points in this championship, 3 of them from frees. The Ballygiblin man, right there on the back 65, we'll call it. The breeze is going into his face. It's not a huge breeze. We'll see how much of a factor it will be as this game gets going. Decent distance, decent strike on that. Is it accurate? The umpires race towards the white flag. They've put it up. That's gone over the bar. Flynn does well there. The distance was no issue to him whatsoever. And you can hear from the reaction to that, there's a huge travelling support here by the sounds of things. The UL team playing at home, as you'd expect, seem to outnumber. Oh, what a take there by, it looked like Adam English. Now it's the English. 3 men chased him. He's going strong. Big shoulder coming in. He holds his footing, but he loses the ball. It's gone out over the line. But we see the pace of English there and the danger he possesses. 3 men chase him down there. That's what it took to stop him. And it looks like it worked in the end, but it is going to be at the expense of a line ball at the far side of the field. And is it Garrod O'Connor who's going to go over and take this? We saw him score an exquisite one for Tipperary against Dublin at the weekend. One of 12 points he got that day, and he's going with this when he gets underneath that. A fine effort. Is it accurate? That's all it needs. It has the power, just doesn't have the accuracy in the end. A fair effort though from the Mine Temple Tui man, but it goes to the right of wide, and the score remains 2 points to 1 in favour of UCC. Again, dropping that hands go for that. It's going to come down though. It looks like 2 UL men came together there, but they got the ball. O'Mara on that again. 3 and 4 UCC men come around and they converge around him, and they manage to rob his pocket, and Fitzpatrick plays it up the line as far as Dara Stakelum again. Dara has a point already. He goes back to field. Got the call there from another tip man, Peter McGarry, the man from Clonmel. Oh, lovely touch from him. Looks up, real heads up hurler there and tells the play. Lovely ball inside. What a catch there. He's surely being held. The referee has played the advantage. He says there was no advantage accruing there after a fine catch there from Brian Hayes, a man, as we mentioned, we used to see him playing the big ball as well, and you could see what he brought to the table there. Really good fielding from him, the St Finbar's man. All-Ireland under-20 winner, along with a couple of players out there in the field. He won an All-Ireland under-20 in 20 and 2021 with Cork, and now a chance for Dara Flynn to get his second of the day. This one is much easier than the one he scored a couple of moments ago. The angle might be slightly more difficult, but the distance shouldn't be an issue, and you would expect Flynn to knock this one over. Another man who has won All-Ireland under-20s in 2020 and 2021. Has he caught that? Has he managed to catch that? He doesn't. I thought he may not have been too happy with the connection he made there, and maybe put the commentators cursing him. Either way, that went to the right and wide, and the score remains 2 points to 1 inside 5 minutes here in this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter final. That one, it's almost batted down, and Mark Rogers was trying to get onto that. He kept his run going, but the ball didn't follow him. And now players are just committing to this, and Rogers is back in there again. A couple of UCC men add their bulk and add their physique into that, and it's a UCC man who comes out with it. He takes that present there. That's Peter McGarry, who's a long way back from his own goal. He looks up again. You can see what he was trying to do again. He's trying to hit it into Hayes again. You imagine the big man. He's outnumbered 3-1 though. And out comes Mark Fitzgerald with the ball, and Mark plays it out into a bit of space. There might be a chance out here now for Brian O'Grady. Brian O'Grady is thinking score. I think that's going to go to the right and wide, and it does. And the scoreboard remains unchanged. Saunderson takes a quick puck out. UCC holding on to possession over there again. Plenty of power and zip goes into that one as it's played into William Buckley. William has it now. Brennan's trying to put him under pressure. Buckley still out there on the back foot, out by the sideline, takes his shot, has the confidence to take that on, but it goes to the left and wide. We've seen a few speculative efforts in the opening minutes of this game so far, and on a cold evening like tonight, it might take the lads a few minutes, just get the radar in, get their hands warmed up. Still an entertaining game so far. That one drops down now again, and UCC look like they have the numbers over there. A neat turn there, and that one is played up, but it's played straight down the mouth there of Fergal O'Connor, the man who played in the Munster League with Limerick. His ball isn't the brilliant one though, and it goes as far as Robert Downey. Downey plays that on. UCC are on the march. There's a couple of players over. Flynn is called for it inside. It's not going as far as Flynn. As Shane Barrett keeps going. Shane Barrett looked to have been fouled though. The referee had his hand up and he's going to his notebook. Will it be a ticking or will it be actually a card in the early stages of this one? He's having a good chat there, and the card does go up. First card in today's game going to a UL man. Just when it did look like Cork were maybe getting on top, to a couple of men running over there, and it looks like it was Brian O'Grady was the man who got the yellow card, the number 8 there for UL. So another chance for Flynn. This one is right out on the 45. Again, the angle isn't too favourable. He'll find the breeze is blowing into his face. He's taken 2 and scored 1 so far. Goes and he's right again, goes low, tries to maybe take the breeze out of the equation, but again this time it goes to the left and wide. UCC would be the underdogs coming into this one, so they'll feel they need to take all the chances they can get, but they've started this one very lively and have probably been the better team in the opening 6 minutes or so. They're on the ball again. The ball thrown out there as far as Stakelum again, who's been very prominent in this game. Again, we see that ball down again, but it looks like UL have read it to perfection at this stage. They're watching every time Brian Hayes is the target, and they're managing to track him. The ball goes down again. UL have numbers over there. Rogers involved in that one, but Rogers doesn't get it. It's McCarthy now. McCarthy gives that as far as Downey now. Downey's been put under pressure there by Adam English. English is doing well, but UCC have enough numbers there to play themselves out of that one. Up as far as Brian Keating now. He plays it out where there is a bit of space. Is there too much on that? No, Cormac O'Brien does well to keep it in. Cormac O'Brien plays that back outside as far as Shane Barrett. Barrett loses it, but gets it on the second attempt. Now Barrett's going on his left hand side. That one looks good. That one looks like it's heading between the posts, and a fine score from Shane Barrett. So UCC extend their lead. Shane Barrett, the man who got 2-2 against Maynooth the last day out, gets the score there. As UL work that one up the line, they work it up as far as Sampson. He plays that one on. It's gone in as far as Aidan O'Connor. Aidan has UL's only point today. Has he got their second point today? Yes, he has. Again, not an easy skill to execute, but he made it look very, very simple. His back was nearly facing away from goal as he struck that, but he struck it clean and true and over the bar. UCC again not waiting around down as far as Brian Keating. Brian Keating shrugs off his man. Is he going to take it on? He is, you know. He's going to drop it though slightly short. It's going to drop in as far as Hayes. Looks like, is it Hayes who has it again? Good pace. In fairness, it's not actually Hayes inside there. It looks like it's William Buckley. William Buckley plays that outside as far as Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick has it. He plays it back to where the ball came from. Back as far as the nifty Buckley. And look at the bit of bend he got there at the very end. It was heading to the right just at the last minute. He managed to put a bit of spin on it and bring it into the left. Fine score from William Buckley. There's a slight pause now. The first time I suppose either goalie has taken a second in this game. Conor Hanley Clark, the man from Kilmallock there, just looked around to decide where he's going to go at this time, and UL have managed to win it now on the second attempt. Back out as far as O'Grady. O'Grady goes across the field. It's cut out really well read there. And it looks like there's another chance now for Stakelum. Does Stakelum go again? There was hands all over and the referee says play on. That's out to Peter McGarry again. Peter McGarry uses his dancing feet to get away from his man. Now he's played it, shortens the grip on the hurley and plays it inside. It's a one-on-one situation in here, and just The UL men managed to win that over in the corner, and they come out now. They've been slightly under the thumb for the last few minutes as they try to work that one out. That was Fergal O'Connor involved in that one. Looks like that might be Aidan O'Connor over there, a long way from his own goal, into Garrod O'Connor. Garrod O'Connor has been relatively quiet in the opening 7 or 8 minutes of this game. Now he's coming to life. Now he takes a shot. That was a fine effort from out by the sideline, and it's the opening score for Garrod O'Connor of today's quarter-final. O'Connor was going through a rich vein of form at the moment. As we said, he got 12 on Sunday against Dublin for Tipperary. He got 10 the last day out against TUS Midwest for UL. But it's UCC who are back on the ball again, and again it's William Buckley. Was he half hooked or half blocked? Either way, he lost his foot and he's gone to ground, and the ball's gone out of play, and it's a line ball to UL, quickly taken. Didn't get a huge amount of distance on that, but UCC have turned it over. That was McGarry, played that across the field. UL holding on to this one. Shane Barrett again. Shane Barrett looking up, really accurate pass, just maybe slightly too high. Just as I said that, as Sampson tried to control that, or Robert Downey tried to control that, I should say. Downey's trying to get onto that, he doesn't get it up, but it's going to squirt back outside as far as Dara Flynn. Dara Flynn loses his footing, but he lost it, and no, he wasn't fouled. The referee says it's going to be a free out for handling the ball on the ground, I think was the call there. And UL can go again through Mark Fitzgerald. Puts huge distance on that, the Waterford man. It's dropping, it might drop favourably. Mark Rogers in around that, so too is English. The referee says a bit of pushing in the back there. Mark Rogers, a judge to have put the hand on the back, the man who got 1-2 in the Munster final last year. Just a little bit over eager there, and it is going to be a free out. And Ger Mellerick is down. He's down inside for UCC. Didn't actually see what happened to him there, but he's down. He seems to be in a certain amount of distress. So Ger Mellerick, the man who won a Cork Senior A back in 2022, he won an All-Ireland Intermediate in 2018 and a Munster Intermediate Club in 19. So they won't want to lose a man with that level of experience so early in the game. As we said earlier, UL have the breeze in this first half, but it is Cork, it is UCC who lead 5 points to 3, and it looks like Mellerick is going to be okay. He still doesn't look 100% just yet, but I think he's hoping to run it off. He's up right now anyway, and he's ready to go again, as Saunderson is about to take this one. Saunderson lost the county final down in Cork this year. His Middleton side lost to Sarsfield. A few of his colleagues here tonight were on the winning side. That one is dropping down. Oh, nicely taken, but then equally well robbed. But you will have it back again. That changed possession 3 times in that little interplay of 10 seconds. Went over and back and over and back, and now it's still there around the 65 area. UCC have picked it up, try to work hard now. Oh, really strong running out there. It looks like it's O'Connor on the far side of the field. He lays it off as far as his Limerick colleague Adam English. Adam now again on the back foot taking that shot. He really wasn't steady as he struck that, and it showed with the execution. It just goes to the right and wide. But Fergal O'Connor did really well there, broke out there, looked around for the shooter, gave it on to one of his shooters, but Adam English I think just had a little bit more time than he realised. Mellerick plays that inside. He's okay after being down a couple of minutes ago, and look at the pace being introduced now. Huge. McCarthy there throws the dummy. McCarthy gets a second bite of the cherry, but that one is dropping short. There's a few calls for steps from the sideline. I think that may have put him off. It ruined his composure. Small, what a take there. Up, picking that out of the clouds is Fitzpatrick. He plays that down into the corner. Big pressure being put on down there now, but UCC holding on to it. Again, 3 men from UL come in there, and it's Cathal Coughlin who has it now. The team captain plays that across the field, gives it in as far as Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is shooting from downtown, from way out the field. Fitzpatrick, has he managed to execute that? Yes, he has, all the way from centre back and over the bar. Just a 1 point game now. Colin Coughlin, I suppose, his first time maybe getting on the ball there, the Ballybrown man, played it inside to his centre back, and his centre back looked up and said, no more messing, I'm shooting from out here and I'm getting my score. That's exactly what he did. Shane Barrett out there in front for UCC, gives it back as far as Flynn. Those two men playing pretty deep now. That one again is played into Hayes, who's kind of in there on his own, and he's got the ball now. He needs a bit of support. Maybe he's out by the sideline, he's trying to cut in, make it a bit easier for himself. Maybe he doesn't need the support. He's taking that on from an outrageous angle, but he's managed to convert it. And who needs other forwards around you when you're able to score from there? Brian Hayes, his opening scorer of today's game, 1-5 in the championship coming into today's game. That one is dropped down, and O'Connor's trying to get onto that, brought it down, went in, clash of the Ash, brave hurling from both players there. Downey went in for that. O'Connor has broken the hurley. He's there, he's trying to fight now without the hurley. One of his teammates picks it up. It's O'Sullivan running into a lot of players, and no look, blind pass across to Coughlin, worked out really well, and that's good hands again on this cold night. These UL men are doing well there, and that's played down. It looks like he's trying to play it into Rogers again. He's got a shadow on him all evening, and that shadow is doing pretty well. He's trying to go down it now. He's come away with the ball. That looks like it's Dermelic. Dermelic plays that, didn't get a huge distance on that. Mark Carey is back there hassling now, trying to put as much pressure on Sean O'Hanlon as he can. That one goes back out as far as O'Connor. Two men come straight in on top of him, giving him no time whatsoever. The referee says play on, that's fair. The ball just about stays in play. UCC have it now. They've committed huge numbers to this. Their management team will be absolutely delighted to see that level of commitment. And now coming away with it is Flynn. Flynn plays that down. Oh, great hands there. And it's Brian Hayes. Just got a score a minute ago from the other side of the field. Has he managed to get this? Maybe put slightly too much bend on it. That's exactly what happened. He was trying to draw it from right to left, and he nearly drew it too much, and it goes out to the left and wide. But UCC could have easily conceded a score down the other end of the field. So it won't be too disappointed. Maybe they didn't convert there. The UCC man is down to our left as well, off camera, so they will be paused for that. He was involved in that altercation not so long ago, and Sean O'Halpine is out having a chat with him. It's Brian Keating is the man who's, again, maybe he's slightly winded, but he's going to play on, it looks like. Sean O was giving him a few words of encouragement, and what better man to inspire you to keep going and keep playing as we reach the halfway point in this first half. So I think we're going back to playing now, and it's back with Hanley Clark. Again, huge distance on that, dropping it around the far 45. Four players watching that. I think it hit off one of their helmets in the end, and it drops down to Keaton. Keaton is kind of muscled off that one. Colin Coughlin, really well played there by him. Oh, he's half hooked. Good one coming in there. It looked like from Stakelum. And it's back, UL back there as far as O'Connor involved in that one. Intelligent hand pass there outside as far as Sampson. He's shooting from out there. He's shooting from a long way out, and it's to the right and wide. Still 6 points to 4 in favour of UCC. Short puck out from the Cork men. As far as Mellerick hand passes that on. He keeps his run going. He's not going to get it back on this occasion though. Just a nice little ball over the top in there as far as O'Brien. O'Brien is looking around again. They're trying to get it over here as far as the lively William Buckley. We've talked about him already. He's coming back inside. He's looking for his second of the night. He was put under savage pressure there, and the pressure paid off. And Buckley will have to have another crack at it. He's already got one today. He's hoping to get a few more before this match is over. So Hanley Clark looking around him again. He goes relatively short out to his corner back. O'Connor then plays that down the line, down the narrow side. It might work out for UL. Good work there over there. Looked like it was O'Hanlon. Did well to push his player off and hold on to the ball. Now shooting from out on the 45. Again, another difficult angle, but it's another fantastic score. The umpire was slow to wave the flag, but he's waved it, and that's the main thing. And UL have got another score when maybe things weren't going their way. It was a fine effort in the end. UCC coming back now through Dermelic. They're going strong here, and that one is laid in over the top. Is there going to be a chance for McGarry to get onto this? McGarry is doing his best, and we think it was Cullum O'Mara who got that last score. That's who we're going to give it to anyway, but it's down the other end of the field now, and it's UCC trying to get a score. It's McGarry trying to get onto this one. Working hard again, but UL have done well, and Fergal O'Connor has been really impressive in the opening 17 minutes or so of this game, and he plays it off outside as far as Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald plays it on, looking for a return, but it's not going to go. It's going to go to O'Grady. O'Grady plays that down into the corner. It's 2-on-1, but UL look like they might have the advantage here. They don't. Oh, might work out. Now there's a chance for UL. Bear down a goal. Up to the 14, batted. Oh, brilliantly saved. Fantastic effort. Aidan O'Connor was 1-on-1, but Saunderson stood up strong and made the save. He didn't even give away a 65 out of that. So now UCC are playing on. The ball doesn't even go dead. Can it go up to the other end of the field? Can they take advantage of that? They could have conceded a goal down at one end. Now they're flying out here through Hayes again. Hayes plays that in as far as Buckley. Buckley, can they go from possibly being 3 points down to 1 up? They can't. It goes to the right and wide. But again, they'll be delighted with what Saunderson did there. It looked like O'Connor was 1-on-1. He went in, but now the ball has been worked out back outside as far as Adam English. Adam English takes his shot on. Adam English, the man from Doon, steadies himself, strikes and scores. A huge amount of play went on in that 45 seconds to a minute, but it was eventually finished by Adam English with the score. Oh, that's the second time the sides have been level in this game. And that has brought down. Oh, there is a chance coming here for Stakelum again. Stakelum plays it on. He's looking for a turn. Doesn't get it. But a shot is eventually going to come in from Hayes. Hayes dropping it in short. It's going to go inside. Oh, ho, ho. Played back outside. And no score accruing from that, but UL are able to run it out again. Some fine runners coming out from that corner back position all night, but he's turned over. It was Mark Fitzgerald on that occasion who loses the ball. It's dropped down. It's still around the 45. It's going to come down again. But UL have the men back there. Managed to turn that one over. It's played down inside again. Adam English is out. Adam English, desperate defending there. But now Adam has it. Adam's over the 45. Heading for the D. Here goes Adam English. Is he thinking 3? No, he's thinking the 1. He took the sensible option. Did well to win the ball. Took on his man. Passed him out and struck it over the bar. And UL now lead by 1 point, 7 points to 6. Adam English, of course, is the great grandnephew of the great Eamon Grimes, a man famous around these parts, winning that Ireland back in 1973. That is a huge one again. It's going to drop around the far 45. Bouncing. Who's it going to bounce down to? Looks like Colin Coughlin is onto that. He's been pulled back, and obvious enough when the referee saw that happening, and he's given a free out now as a result. Colin Coughlin playing out there unbelievably, has 3 senior All-Irelands to his name. 5 points in this competition. Won the Munster under 20 back in 2022. For a man so young, he's got a list of accolades as long as your arm. And Scarrod O'Connor now, he's a huge distance out. That's we'll say the far 65 from the goal in front of him. He's only about 5 or 6 yards away from the 45, so he's probably the guts of 80 metres out. He strikes that one again. The distance isn't going to be the issue. It is going to be accuracy. Is accuracy going to be an issue? It is. Not very far away though for O'Connor. He came a long way back to take that one, but it goes to the left and wide. And it looks like O'Connor's going to stay around the midfield, and it looks like Brian O'Sullivan has moved in maybe to take the position. UL feel they need to get the big man into the game, but it's the other number 9, Fitzpatrick, who has it now. Fitzpatrick is up to the 45. Is he thinking score? Yes, he is. Is it going to come in for him? It looks like it just went from right to left and over the crossbar. Fine effort from Joe Fitzpatrick. First score of the game for the Kilkenny man, all the way from Donegal. He was on the minor team of the year back in 2020, and you can see why with skill like that. That's going to drop down. Nice touch there from O'Connor. Had a goal chance a few minutes ago. He's hoping to make amends maybe for it being saved, but UL still have the ball, pushing off tackles, playing inside. Now there might be a chance. He's all on his own if he can control it. He's going with the shot. Is he looking for the score? Brian O'Grady for his first score of the night, the man who got a yellow card earlier on, and now he gets himself a point. UL starting to motor now, as UCC were on top maybe for the opening 12 minutes or so. It's UL who've come back into it. Now they're coming out, they're breaking out. It's that man again who's starting plenty of attacks over there. O'Connor gives it on to the other O'Connor. O'Connor with the shot on his right, but he's hit that one to the left and wide. Still 8 points to 7 in favour of UL, the 2022 and 2023 Fitzgibbon Cup champions. Short one there from Saunderson. Gives it on as far as Shane Kingston. He drops the shoulder and goes past his man. Kingston won an All-Ireland under 20 last year. Couple of big collisions there. The ball is still on the ground. It hasn't been won cleanly. English and Rogers in for that for UL. UC's got a big shoulder in the back there on Fitzpatrick. The referee says play on though. It's still there and looks like it's going to be Downey who comes out with that. Downey plays it outside as far as Hayes. Now Hayes plays it inside. They're trying to mix things up. He was the target earlier on. Now they're dropping it inside. Plenty of pulling and dragging going on inside there. And the referee says it's going to be a free in. So a free in, good work inside there. I think it was William Buckley was the man who was fouled by Dara Lohan. Dara, the nephew of Brian Lohan, the current Clare manager and All-Ireland winner 95 and 97. And it's going to be, looks like Shane Barrett is going to come across and take this one. We saw Dara Flynn take a few earlier on in this game, but it looks like Shane Barrett, the man from Blarney, who's going to take it this time. Got 2 points on Sunday against Clare in the National Hurling League. And Brian O'Grady is coming over here just by the side, and I feel like they have a rehearsed move UL have coming out of this, so we'll keep an eye on that. Whether this goes over or wherever it goes, you'd imagine UL are looking to take this one pretty quickly, but that one has gone straight over the bar, and that is the second score for Shane Barrett of the game. And as I mentioned, Brian O'Grady, the UL number 8, has come out here in front of our commentary station, but now he's been moved away. That move must have been spotted by the UCC lads, and they decided to try something different. It still might work out for UL. It's not though. UCC have the numbers over there. They look like Joe Fitzpatrick played that up along the line, and it's O'Connor who has it again. O'Connor has to have had one of the highest amount of possessions in this first half so far. He keeps his run going. He's not going to get the ball back there as far as Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes across the field Adam English was waiting for that, but so too was the UCC defence, and they come out there strong with that one. It looks like it was Kingston who read that all day long. Then he plays it inside as far as Peter McGarry. Peter McGarry plays that down into the corner around the 21. That's picked up, good fast hands. Now there might be a chance for Barrett. He just scored from a free. Is he thinking goal? Takes the side step. Look at the finish. Oh, it's straight at the goalie, but well saved all the same. If he'd went left or right, that was into the back of the net. But Hanley Clark stood up to that one, made sure it didn't go past him, so he's had 2 goal chances in this game. A goal chance falling to each side, neither of them converted, and now UL have gone down the other end of the field. Maybe they have a chance. One on the Hurley. There was some power on that, considering there's only one hand on it from O'Connor. I don't know, is it a pass or a shot, but either way it goes out to the left and wide. But again, like we saw a few moments ago when Aidan O'Connor had the goal chance for UL, UCC went up the other end of the field and maybe should have got a score. Just there we saw a chance for Shane Barrett for a goal. It was saved by Hanley Clark down the other end of the field. UL maybe should have got a score, but on both occasions the scoreboard isn't troubled. Now there's a shot coming in. It's going to drop relatively short though. I imagine around the edge of the D there could be a bit of trouble here. Inside that, Barrett is in there for UCC. He's not on it, he's calling for it. Now Barrett is thinking left, right. He's gone back onto his left. He goes relatively low, but enough to go over the crossbar, and Barrett gets number 3 for the day. About 5 minutes or so left in this first half. If you're wondering how the other 2 games went on today, Mary won by 8 points and SETU Waterford won by 6 in that half-6 game. And it's 9 points to 8 here in favour of UCC. The lead has changed hands a number of times. It's UCC who would lead at the moment. That's Fitzpatrick, goes across the field. A nice little bit of a zip on that. It might work out for Buckley. Buckley is turned upside down. The referee says play on though. A few UCC men here in front of us not happy with that call, but it hasn't gone their way, and that's going to drop down in around the corner position. Who's going to drop to? Again, UCC have the numbers there, you'd imagine, but still hard working over there is O'Hanlon. How O'Hanlon is doing his best, but UCC does have too many men back there, and it's McCarthy, and McCarthy plays that one short. It's going to drop down. Oh, and on top of that was Adam English. He doesn't get it, but UL might still have it around the 45. Rogers is in there as well. Players go to ground. The referee is keeping quiet on this one. He's just letting the game flow, which people love to see, in fairness. Now there must be 7-8 players involved in this bit of a ruck. Again, whoever comes out with this will be pretty happy. Who's it going to come out to? Again, plenty of players committed to this one. It's not going to come out too easy, but it has in the end, and it's UCC to take a few steps backwards. They lost a bit of territory, as they'd say in rugby, but they held on to the ball, and that one goes back to Saunderson, and he puts a huge clearance on that down as far as Hayes. Again, there's 2 men manhandling him. O'Connor was in there, but Hayes might do enough. He's still fighting for this. O'Connor is in there again. O'Connor gets in front of his man. He gets the ball. He's heading away from the danger zone, and now he's coming out and he's able to give that in where there's a bit of support, and UL can live the fight another day, but Hayes isn't letting that happen just yet. Puts in a big block there. Barrett now is fighting for it. Barrett is still there. A couple other men commit themselves to this. One of them is Stakelum. Stakelum was held, but he throws the ball outside as far as William Buckley, and William Buckley finishes it in the end. Real good interplay there from UCC. When one man was in a bit of trouble, they laid it off to the next and to the next, and it was William Buckley who was the man at the end of that one, and he strikes it over the bar. Again, the ball goes over, just doesn't stick on this occasion for Rogers. He's still fighting for this though, wants to get it up on maybe the second or the third attempt, but it looks like UCC might have it now. UCC, the pull comes in there. Is it going to hop up as far as Flynn? It's not, but UCC do hold on to it, and they're playing down the narrow side of the field and the far side of the field. There's men over here calling for it. Fitzpatrick made a nice run, but he wasn't spotted, and it's been turned over now. And UL have it. That one is maybe thrown 10 or 15 yards there out as far as O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now plays that down his left hand side. Hand again go up. Just wouldn't stick for O'Connor. Really wouldn't stick because Cormac O'Brien was right tracking and made sure he didn't get possession of the ball. Now it's Fitzpatrick. We mentioned him a couple of minutes ago. Here he goes. Can he manage to take that one on? Fitzpatrick does well there. And it is going to be a free to his side. Fitzpatrick has one already, and there's a bit of a pause here. We've about 2 minutes left of this first half, but I think all the players are taking an unofficial water break here. They're all fairly out, have their tongues out, and just going to take a little break here. I don't know if there's any specific reason why we've paused for a couple of seconds, but every player here is delighted to get a chance to take a drink of water, and it is going to be a free to Shane Barrett to get us going again. He's got 2 from play and 1 from a free already today. And if he could score this and get his side in 3 points up at the break, they would be absolutely delighted. Again, checking the breeze. This is probably the farthest out one he's had. Only got changed onto the freeze in the last few minutes. Dara Flynn had been taking him in the early stages of this game. So on his left hand side, 2-2 against Maynooth. He goes with his left, puts that high. It looks to be pretty decent, and that one even got better as it travelled right between the posts. An easy decision for the umpires. Number 4 for Shane Barrett. Hanley Clark gives the signal there, and then he's dropping that down. It's not going to drop to where he intended. He wanted O'Hanlon to get onto the end of that. He doesn't get it, and it's turned over there by O'Brien. Cormac O'Brien takes a big shoulder there, but does well, rides the tackle, flicks it outside, and now there might be a chance for the team captain, Robert Downey. Robert Downey's over the 45. He's heading for the edge of the deep, plays it over the top. In as far as Barrett, he had a goal chance a couple of minutes ago. He's brought down. Was he inside the square? We couldn't quite see from here, and Thomas Wallace, the match referee, has decided it will be a penalty. Shane Barrett was bearing down a goal. He's his hand up. I think he felt that one. He's going to require a bit of attention. Good work there, you have to say. Robert Downey was the man who made all the inroads there. Laid it off inside, laid it off to Barrett. Barrett was brought down. I think the UL men knew exactly what was coming if he was left off. And it is going to be a yellow card. And I think that's Colin Coughlin, the number 7, who got the yellow card in the end. Yeah, so Colin Coughlin, the Limerick man, took that one for the team, he'll say, as there was a goal on. And so far this one really hasn't followed the script. UL were expected to come in. It was expected to be a close game, but UL were expected to, I suppose, be slightly more dominant the way they've played coming into this game. They won their first game by 20 points, their second game by 19, but this one hasn't gone that way just yet. We've a lot of hurling still yet to play though. But it is now a chance for Shane Barrett, the man who was fouled for the penalty. Now he's going to dust himself up, step up and try to convert it. Conor Hanley Clark of Kilmallock will be doing his very best to stop it. So 4 points for Barrett already tonight. Can he score? He was fouled. Can he convert now from the penalty spot? Oh, he's got high. He's gone over the bar. I'm not sure was that exactly what he planned, but he'll take it, I suppose. That's gone over the bar. And a bit of a let off there for UL. So it's UCC who lead by 4. That's dropping over the 45. Hands go, almost bats that down there. Underneath that was Mark Carey of UCC. He doesn't pick it up the first time though on UL. Maybe take advantage of that, but as I say, that's gone back the other way, and Robert Downey clears that over his shoulder, trying to put it down top of Hayes again, but there's 2 UL men around him, and it's UL who have it. No, Hayes has turned it over. Again, the UL men not giving up on that. O'Connor was watching on this time as his colleague came out with that. His colleague there was Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald was fouled, and there might be a chance. Are they going to bring Gerard O'Connor back out again? It looks like they are. The big man from Temple 2, he came out for one that was a bit further out, maybe 5 or 6 minutes ago. This one is a little bit closer. The match referee there, Thomas Walsh, telling him go back another few metres. I'd say O'Connor will try to steal a few yards there when the referee is back his turn, but this is a long way out. He has the breeze done, has just kicked up as he puts down the ball. O'Connor, a Fitzgibbon Cup winner last year. He was on the Rising Star Team of the Year last year as well. One of the top 15 players in the competition. Here goes O'Connor on his right. Again, the distance isn't the issue. Is the accuracy an issue? It doesn't look like it. It looked like that's gone over the bar, and that's exactly what his side needed. They gave away a penalty. Oh no, and that is the last bit of play we're going to have in this first half. So the half-time score here is UCC 12 points. UL, thanks to that last score there a minute ago from Gerard O'Connor, 9 points. So 3 points in it at half time. A game that UCC will be very happy with how the first half went in general. They definitely were on top for the first maybe 15 or so minutes. UL came back into it and then they took the lead. UCC came back into it then, and maybe they had got a penalty up at the other end of the field. Shane Barrett had a goal chance before that, didn't convert it. Even before that again, Aidan O'Connor had a goal chance for UL that was well saved by Saunderson in the UCC goals. Then a few minutes later, just before half time in fact, it was a good run by Robert Downey. He played it into Shane Barrett. Shane Barrett was taken down in the box. A penalty was given. Shane Barrett himself stood up to take it, and he put it over the bar. So the half-time score here in Maguire's Field in UL in this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter-final is UCC 12 points, UL 9 points. We're going to pause for half-time. We'll be back with full coverage of the second half very shortly. McGuire's Field for the second half of this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter-final, UL against UCC. And before we go any further, there was a little bit of confusion with the scoreboard. It was well spotted here by local journalist John Keogh. He went straight in. The referee has actually confirmed the scoreboard here in the ground is actually wrong. The score should be UCC 11, UL 9, so just 2 in it. So just to confirm that, it's UCC 11, UL 9. So it is the travelling side who lead by 2 points. Both teams are back out onto the field. We'll try and keep an eye on change. It looks like there's at least one there. Number 19 for UL has come onto the field. That looks like it's Diarmid Hanafi, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see if there's anyone else, but it looks like we're about to start for the second half. And if he seems to be the only one, we'll see if we can see anything else as it goes on and the lads start having a little jostle off each other. But it's just started. We're in, and straight away it's UL who want to make a great start to this one. That one comes out as far as O'Grady, looking for his second of tonight. And what was said to him at half time, it seemed to really fire him up. Within 10 seconds he wins the ball, comes out, puts it over the bar, and now it's just a 1 point game again. So Diarmid Hanafi seems to be the only one we've spotted so far. Again, we'll keep that on things as the play gets going. There was a couple of changes beforehand for UCC. If you're seeing numbers outside the 1 to 15, you're just joining us. That is why. It's Robert Downey now on the ball for UCC. Big tackle coming in over there. The referee has said it's going to go the way of UCC. Not sure if it's a line ball or a free from this position, but it's going the way of UCC. And if you're joining us late, number 18 William Buckley started, 22 Brian Keating, 25 Dara Stakelum, and number 22 Mark Carey, or number 32 Mark Carey, all started for UCC. So if you see those numbers, they were already on since the start of this game. But it is going to be a free now on the far side of the field for Shane Barrett. Shane, who got 5 points in that first half. He also got a penalty that he struck over the bar. He was the one fouled for the penalty, and now he has a chance here to make it number 6. It's a long way out. The breeze has dropped, but whatever bit of a breeze is there is supporting him. But it's not going to be easy. He's going through his usual mental routine there on the far side of the field. Again, seems to catch hold of that pretty well, and it looks to be accurate. That's over the bar, and that is a 5 score. We've seen 2 very good scores in the opening couple of minutes of this second half, and Shane Barrett makes it number 6 and just keeps UCC 2 points ahead, keeps that little cushion open for him to drop down again. Hands go for that. Flynn tried to get on that. Oh, a wild enough pull nearly on his own man there. The crowd ooh and ah here, but it comes out. No one sees he hurt. Stakelum plays that back outside, and UCC can just get that back to Colin McCarthy, and Colin McCarthy plays that across the field. Short, crisp hand passing here on this crisp night in Limerick as UCC come on the attack again shorten up the grip and the hurley. The shot coming in from the team captain Robert Downey, captain fantastic, leading by example. Robert Downey strikes his first one of the night, and now UCC go 3 ahead. UL started off the better in the second half of that great Brian O'Grady point, but since then UCC have got 2 of their own. Now it's the aforementioned O'Grady on the ball. He's been stood up this time. Big tackle coming in there back as far as it looks like Sampson there on the ball. He plays that one. Not a brilliant ball though, and it's cut out by O'Brien for UCC. He loses it. Adam English is in on top of him, but UCC have enough numbers there, and now they have the ball again. Couple of steps taken there. Now they're flying passes it. Here goes O'Brien. He has open country in front of him. He has taken too many catches already. He knew he couldn't catch it again, so he's put under a bit of pressure. Now 3 UL men come in on top of him. Fitzgerald is in there. That one hops up nicely. It hops up nicely there to another man who we just have spotted has just come onto the field there. Patrick O'Donovan, number 22, is onto the field as that one is cleared across the field. There might be a chance of an attack here. No, there's not. But UCC, oh, good hook coming in there. Brilliant hook, never giving up on that. Can UL get a score from this? Really well worked there. Really individual effort as that one is played outside. Now can O'Sullivan get it away? He can't. It looked like it was Aidan O'Connor who came back there and put in that hook. But UCC managed to weather that bit of a storm, and that one is played back outside as far as Stakelum has 1 point already. Played back outside. The shot coming in, he was slightly, maybe, he just wasn't comfortable striking that one. Shane Barrett puts up his hand to acknowledge, I should have let that into ye. He didn't on this occasion, but I think his side might forgive him. He's already got 6 tonight, and UCC will be happy enough with how he's going as that one is played out as far as Fitzgerald. He goes across the field. There is a runner over there. I think that's English on the far side of the field, or Rogers. Neither of them get it though. UCC have it nicely taken by McCarthy. He plays that on. Again, it's Rogers who's yet to score here, the Clare man, putting in a big effort though at the moment, trying to shovel his man off the ball. Doesn't quite work, and UCC have it back again. Going one way, then the other. O'Connor puts his 6'2", 6'3" arm in his face there, and he struggled to get around it, but eventually he did, and it's dropped down now as far as Peter McGarry. Peter McGarry tries to throw it past his man. It works. He tried to throw it past there Sampson, and he's got away with it. Still McGarry on the ball. He's fouled, says the referee. He's hitting this one. It's a free shot because his side have the free, and we're going to come back and it's going to be a free in. Good work there for Peter McGarry. And just to go back, it's Patrick O'Donovan, I believe, has come onto the field there for UL, the man from Effin. And it's going to be a free for Shane Barrett. 5 in the first half, 1 so far in the second half. 4 frees in fact, and 2 from play in total. Again, this one is probably slightly easier than the one he scored a few minutes ago. And again, the breeze has settled him down. This should suit him. And he gets underneath that one and strikes it again. It looks to be straight. It is. It maybe curled off at the end. It's not. It's gone over the bar. And Barrett gets number 7. And just to confirm, the winner of this game will play the winners of that 7 o'clock throw-in, which we can confirm was University Galway. They won that 4-24 to 114. So the winner here tonight will play them. So that's what the prize is this evening, to be one step closer to that Fitzgibbon, and that one is played out as far as Coughlin. Coughlin comes inside, he plays that across the field. He knew exactly what he wanted to do when he got that ball. It's dropping down, but there seems to be too many UCC men in there to cause any problems, and that one goes back outside as far as Saunderson, and he plays that up the line on his right hand side. There's a bit of shoveling, a bit of jostling, a bit of everything going on inside there. William Buckley's involved in that one. He doesn't get it. Again, UL defend that really well. Little 1-2 hand passing coming out of their own defence, really calm and composed, as you'd expect for the side who are going for their 3rd Fitzgibbon in a row. That one drops down as far as Adam English. Adam English puts that into the sky. Listen to the crowd here. They knew where that was going. So did Adam English. It's his 3rd point of the night. And there looks like there may be another sub coming on there for UL. Looks to be number 18, Keane Galvin, the Clare man. Again, the strength and depth on this UL side. I nearly said Clare side. On this UL side is a thing to behold when you've a man who starts with Clare seniors sitting on the bench for what we had, 35 odd minutes, 36 minutes. And Killian Sampson, the man from Shinrone and Offaly, who has 2 Fitzgibbon Cup medals in his back pocket, is the man who comes off the field at the moment. That one is played down the line by Mellerick. There seems to be oceans of space over here, but UCC put big pressure there. TJ Brennan does really well. TJ Brennan, another man with 2 Fitzgibbon Cup medals, plays a short little pass inside to the man who's just on the field, Keane Galvin. Now Keane plays that on again, trying to get out of this is Colin Coughlin. Coughlin tries to juggle that around. He's lost a bit of ground. He's held onto the ball. He's a big strong man. It'll take more than that to put him down. He goes to ground. Good working there from O'Connor, who's come all the way back the field. The Tipperary man, he's 14 in his back, but he's playing back there in the centre back position. Put huge amount of pressure, but UCC were really composed there. Robert Downey plays that back as far as O'Brien. Now there is space in the far side of the field. UL had over committed to this side. Cathal McCarthy has it now. Cathal McCarthy on the 65. He is thinking score, but that isn't going to go over the bar on this occasion. It drops short and it's easily picked up there by Hanley Clark. He has Keane Galvin calling from his right, but he decides to go to the left, which fooled an awful lot of people. But there is space over there and UL have it. They have possession. They can think about what they're going to do with this. Play directly off the stick inside as far as Coughlin now. Coughlin goes past 2 players still on the ball. Keane Galvin is screaming for it here in front of us, but they're not going to give it to him as UL have a chance on the far side of the field. Things have opened up. That one is taken directly off the stick, and it looks like it has gone over the bar. That's Fitzpatrick all the way up from centre back, and that's his 2nd of the evening. The Passage East man, Fitzgibbon Cup winner last year. He was playing at cornerback for Waterford against Offaly in the league. He's playing at centre back tonight and he has 2 points. That one is a quick, short one as far as Mellerick. Mellerick plays that one in between the 265 hands go, but doesn't come down too easy. They're trying to play it in there as far as Brian Keating. He doesn't get it. Adam English is there. It's back to Keating though. Keating comes out. Keating is going. Lovely hand pass into a bit of space. Doesn't work out. It looks like it has, and there might be a chance for UCC if they do something from this one. That was played over there by Stakelum. Good vision from him as he plays it out the back door almost. Over there as the rain starts to fall here in UL, and that one is struck from a difficult enough angle. The crowd over there seem to like it, and well they might. And that is a fine score for UCC, and they can just extend their lead as that one is dropped short. It was really well taken down out of the sky by Brian Hayes with such a great first half. He's looking for his first score the second. He doesn't get it though. coming up on 9 minutes, and it looks like we're going to get that rain. It was due to come at 9 o'clock from the apps we were reading during the week. It's 5 to 9 now, so them apps are pretty accurate. It's going to make things a bit more difficult notes wise up here. We're in the Crow's Nest here in Maguire's Field, and it looks like there's another change there for, it might even change there for UCC. Number 23 is coming onto the field for them. 23 is Fionn Goldman, as Jamie Wall was calling him last week on the live stream. He scored a goal last week when he came onto the field. Can he do the same tonight? So a free in now, and there's a bit of a chat going on there between Thomas Walsh and Cormac O'Brien, but it's going to be a chance for O'Connor to go for UL. He has 2 today already. And just for any meteorologists out there, it may actually be hailstones and not rain we're experiencing right now. Not in easy conditions to play hurling in, but here goes O'Connor. Bends, lifts, strikes, and he just about, you could see we're in a great position from here. He got it between the posts. It's number 3 for the day. So 2 points in this one in favour of UCC. That one is going to drop down. Fine for that there was Flynn again. Flynn doesn't manage to get it. It's back as far as O'Grady. O'Grady is forced to go backwards. He does really well. Dances past 2 or 3 players. There's players up in front of him. He likes to ignore the 2 of them and play it down inside. Just wouldn't come up there the first time for O'Donovan. The man who's not on the field very long. He lays it back outside. Now look at Adam English. Lovely ball. No look past for inside as far as English. He goes one way and the other. Here goes English on his left, and English has struck that between the posts. Real touch of class about English when he gets the ball, and he gets number 4. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. And just 1 point in the game again, with about 11 minutes or so gone in the second half. Again, as the hailstones continue to fall, or the mixture of rain and hailstones, just make things slightly more difficult for lads out there, but they won't mind. The adrenaline is up. They want to make it to the last 4 of this Fitzgibbon Cup. Fighting over there, but it goes out of play, and it looks like it's going to be a line ball to the defending team over there. It's going to be UL. It's going to be Mark Fitzpatrick, I think, who's going to take this one. So there's a UL man down there injured. It looks like it might be Fergal O'Connor. That's why we're having a slight pause for this one. Just a 1 point game. The winner will go on and play University Galway. Of course, the semi-finals are at a neutral venue, so this is the last home game for UL. They'll want to go out winning. UCC will want to spoil the party. That goes back as far as Brennan. Brennan plays that up the line again, and UL are able to just run this out of their own defence. They have runners from everywhere. Now they're over here on the near side of the field, taking this one on, playing that down into the corner. Is there something for Adam English to exploit? Adam English doesn't look like he's going to get it this time. Kingston is tracking him all day long, and that one just goes out of play. It was a nice ball played in there initially by Cian Galvin, trying to get it into English, but just a bit too much pace on it. As the grass starts to get a bit slippy, you can see it flying off the ground. That one just wouldn't come down there, but the referee says there was a foul, came in there. A little bit of a flick, I think he's saying, and it's going to be a handy enough free for UL. They'll be happy with that one. And it's a chance for O'Connor, who scored a few minutes ago. Now a chance to go again. He's got 3 already today, 2 from frees and 1 from play. This is right on the 65 line. He's probably playing into that rain/hailstones at the moment. Again, distance won't be an issue, even playing into that breeze. We saw him strike the ball from about 80 yards in that first half. Again, he gets a huge strike on that. Again, it's accurate. Again, it's over the bar. What a weapon to have in your arsenal. 5 times now they've been level in this game. That's the 5th one that Garrod O'Connor has brought us back to. Which way is this going to go? You'd be a brave person to put money on it at this point. Dropping down, Hurley's go for it. Fitzgerald again just didn't manage to control it. And still there between the 45 and the 65. And the referee says too many steps taken over there, and it is going to be a free out. And that got a huge applause. You can see there's a decent crowd now. They've really packed in since the start of this game over on the far side of the field, probably as much for warmth as anything else. But there is a chance for UL. There's a bit of a getting to know each other over there on the far side of the field. Plenty of players involved in it, but I don't think there's a huge amount of malice involved in any of that. UL man has hit the ground, but he's back up again. The referee there is very, very close, so both sets of players want to be careful at this stage. He's not going to miss anything, but I think he's just said calm down, lads. Quarter final stage, there's nothing in this game. It's 15 points apiece. There's a lot to be playing for. Don't lose the head and get yourself in trouble. So UL have a chance now back inside between their own 45 and 65. Colin Coughlin goes huge with that one. It's going to drop though in around the square. Hands go for it. English looked like he was trying to get onto that. He was half held, he was pulled. In fact, it was Rogers. Rogers on his hands and knees. Now it's English. Now English on the ball. Turns, shoots. Half blocked. Brilliantly blocked, in fact. Fully blocked. Completely robbed out of his pocket there by the UCC defence. And now they can just play it short outside, or there's a bit more space. That's played out as far as McCarthy. Good ball inside. Big tackle coming in there. Made sure he didn't get past him easy. Was O'Donovan. Made it hard. O'Connor's fine for this. It came off his helmet. Fell down. Neither player knew where the ball was, but they knew where the man was. Now it's going to come down as far as McGarry. McGarry still has the ball. His Tipperary colleague was beside him, O'Connor. McGarry gets the ball away before that happens. Good hook coming in there again. Patrick O'Donovan has been impressive since he came on. He was just a little bit overzealous there and committed the foul on Cormac O'Brien. And UL looked like they're warming up. Ross Hayes, the man from Crusheen here, we'll expect to see him come on in the next few minutes. And he will be the fourth change for UL. So a free now and a chance for Shane Barrett to go again. He's got 7 already. He's got 2 in this second half, 5 in that first half. It's all square. This could put UCC back into the lead. They held the lead at half time, 11 points to 9. UL got the first of the second half, then they got a couple of scores, but it's all square now. About halfway through this second half, just over that 15-minute mark. We're approaching the 16-minute mark of this second half. Here goes Barrett. Barrett looks happy with that one. Is it going to come in for him? It's not. I think that's gone out to the right and wide. It was a long way out and the angle wasn't very user friendly, we'll say, but it goes to the right and wide and the scores remain deadlocked. We're expecting this one to be a cracker, and that's exactly what it's been. Huge amount of talent on both sides. That one goes out as far as TJ Brennan. Now TJ decides I'm going running. I'm going up as far as my own 65. He's still going strong. Throws the ball ahead of him. He'll lose his footing. I'd say he'll be grateful of that. The UL crowd here liked that one. I'd say TJ liked it even more. I'd say whatever he had into that one, he was happy to win the free. The man from Clarenbridge, All-Ireland minor back in 2017, and now he's side of another free, and it looks like it's O'Connor who's going to take it again. And again, you wouldn't back against him. He's got 3 from frees already. He's got 1 from play. He's 4 in total, and now he has another chance again, almost identical from where he scored the last one from. So he knows what he has to do. The wind hasn't really changed. He'll know how to judge it. But we'll say no more. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him at this point. Here goes O'Connor again. Not a bad strike. Is it going to come in for him? That has gone over the bar. And that is another fine effort from the man from Mine Temple Toohey. 5 points now, and UL are back into the lead. Up and down is the way this one has gone. UCC back on the ball. Made a little mistake there. Did Kingston? He seemed to get caught in his own feet. He throws it outside, and there's another small mistake back as far as Kingston. Not the best pass in the world, but they're working the ball away from their own goal. That's all that matters, they'll feel. Working her up now up the line again. Keane Galvin involved in that one. Plenty of players involved with that one. The far side, Rogers is in there as well for UL. UCC committing men to that as well. Fionn Coleman is in there as well. He's trying to get a hurley on that. So too looked like it was Dara Stakelum, and the referee says there's a free, and now on comes number 17 Ross Hayes. Oh well, he tried to come on there. The linesman tells him no, go back. You're not coming on just yet. We have to get the referee's attention, but there is going to be a free. That is, and we're going to have a slight pause here. A couple of the UL lads are tying their laces there, so we're going to pause for that anyway. And I think the sub is going to happen. Ross Hayes is going to come on, and we'll get to see who he will replace. So we're going to get going with a free to UL, and it is Brian O'Sullivan, the man from Kanturk, another man. Again, there's plenty of them on the field who has 2 Fitzgibbon Cup medals, and it's Garrod O'Connor on the far side of the field to take this one. He seems to have found his range in the last few minutes. This is probably the most difficult of the most recent ones he's had anyway. So here goes O'Connor. Again, plenty of distance. Again, we'll look to the umpire here because that's gone high into the night sky and that's gone over the bar again. He's really making a mockery of whatever distance you put in front of him. He's striking them and he's scoring them. And now, just like that, it's UL who lead by 2. They were down by 2 at half time. Now they lead by 2. It looks like UCC are introducing another man. We'll do our best to catch who it is. We're a long way away from it, but we'll see. It looks like Brian Keating is going off, the man who started the game. He's wearing number 22. He started the game. And we're trying to get a look at who actually came on. We'll try and get to that as it comes. He's moved into the forward line anyway, so the ball is heading in his general direction as that one is dropping down. And it is the new man in there. Is it number 20 who's come onto the field, potentially Eddie Stokes possibly. He plays that back outside. Now there's a chance for Peter McGarry. Peter plays that on, and now there might be a chance. Oh, good block down there. Brilliant block down there by Fitzgerald. That one is still in there. It's still there to be won. And it is Eddie Stokes who has come on. We can confirm that one is thrown outside. Now there might be a chance for UL to work something. Adam English is called for. Adam English has it now. He's given a little bit of space on the left hand side. Adam English weighs up the goal, takes on his shot, and he hasn't. He's put that to the right and wide. And UCC can breathe a sigh of relief, but they're not going to be breathing for long as they're coming very quickly on this one again. That one is knocked outside. O'Donovan is half blocked on that one, or should I say it was O'Connor was half blocked on that one. He's turned over and now UCC have a chance. They've worked that one up there as far as Hayes, who's been quiet enough in this second half. Can he change that now? He's dropping it in. Nicely taken there. Confident, composed goalkeeping there from Hanley Clark as he plays it out as far as Mark Fitzgerald. Oh, Fitzgerald nearly got caught, but did well. He goes back as far as TJ Brennan now. TJ has it. TJ has a bit of space. A couple of players calling for it. He goes to the more simple option there in front of him. He's played that on there to another man who's come in, number 17. Ross Hayes, we talked about him a few minutes ago, was introduced. That's played down. Is it going to fall kindly for a UL man? There might be a chance of a score here. Is he thinking goal? Oh, he was definitely thinking goal there, but it went to the left and wide there from Patrick O'Donovan. He was trying to nestle that into the top left hand corner, but it just didn't work out for him. That might have put the game to bed for his side with about 9 minutes left. But UL have a chance again now on the 45. Can they make amends for that chance a minute ago? It's coming across to Mark Rogers. Mark gets a lovely touch, an important touch, a brave touch. 2 UCC men converged in on top of him and fouled him, and I think Mark knew that was going to happen. He goes, if I get a touch here I'll win a free, and that's what he went for, did the Clare senior. Young hurler of the year last year, of course, in the senior hurling championship. Got the touch there and has won his side a free. And UCC get a yellow card there. That seems to be going towards Cormac O'Brien, the number 10. And this could push UCC back another point. It will put UL up by 3 if it's scored. And the way Gerard O'Connor is hitting these from huge distance out, this one is very close in comparison. It's just there on the edge of the D. You'd expect him to score this one. Again, a couple of the players, despite the temperature here for spectators, the players are plenty warm and they're getting the fluids on board as often as they can. So here goes O'Connor. As we're into the last 8 minutes of normal time, there's been a few short stoppages, so you'd imagine there will be a little bit added on at the end. As O'Connor shoots again, and O'Connor looks like he's struck that one over the bar, testing the nets at the back. 5 from frees now in the second half. 1 from a free and 1 from playing in the first half. He's all the way up as far as 7. That one is dropping down again, and is there a chance over there? Here, and after that one, hands go in, hurleys go in, and looks like Shane Barrett is doing his best to try and win the ball over there. Hasn't come up for him just yet. He's not letting his man out with it easy. Just about still in play, and that one is kind of hit over the shoulder and has gone out of play. It looks like it's going to be a line ball over there on the far side of the field to UCC. There's a runner here on our near side. It's O'Brien. That's what they're trying to hit. O'Brien goes up for that. It was well defended over there by Hanafi, but UCC still have a chance. Oh, good defending. The hurling went in there at exactly the right time. TJ Brennan, I think it was. TJ Brennan receives a big shoulder from Peter McGarry. TJ Brennan will be happy with that though. The referee says it was a fair shoulder, so it's going to be a line ball. So Peter McGarry did exactly the right thing there. Pinned his man in and has won his side a line ball. They can work something from here. And they need to do something. They've conceded the last couple of scores. They need to get one of their own. McGarry puts that one in with a bit of zip on it, hope for a touch, goes all the way across, it's still not there, but it's going to come down, and as cool as you like, Cathal Coughlin picks that one up. Now he goes on his bike. Barrett trying to close him down. It doesn't work out for him though. Now there might be a chance for UL to get going again, as UCC had committed a lot of numbers to that one. Here goes Coughlin. We've seen this man take the ball forward many times in a green jersey. He goes across the field and over here as far as O'Connor. O'Connor goes one way then the other. He's heading towards the sideline. Again, his back is to goal as he strikes that one. His confidence must be up, because that was an incredibly difficult angle he was trying that from, and it was just too much in the end, but it goes to the right and wide. And UL might feel, well, when the ball is up there, UCC can't score. They're 3 points up. There's about 5.5, maybe 6.5 minutes plus whatever stoppage time to be added on to this one, so the ball may as well be up there. I think there may be another sub come on there for UCC. Unfortunately, there's no official with a board here this evening, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on for any new numbers that were introduced. But UCC, and their dugout unfortunately is on the far side of the field to us, so it's a nice distance away, but they have made a change there. We'll try to bring you as quick as we can. That one is dropping down. Adam English involved in that one, and it looks like it may be number 23 was on all time. That was Coleman. We'll keep an eye out who it might be. Now there's a chance for Barrett hearing down and goes. Is he going to go all the way to the net? He shoots. Oh, there's just too many men in white in front of him. It was going to be a big challenge to get through all of that, and out they come with the ball by Darragh Lohan, as we've seen his uncle do many times back in the day. Comes out there and he celebrates with a bit of a fist pump. That feels like an important one, and there's going to be a yellow card there shown as well to the UCC man. And that one felt significant. You could see the UL player celebrating that one. There's a chance now for Conor Hanley-Clark, who got a point against ATU Galway earlier in this competition. He's a long way out this time, and the breeze isn't helping him. He'd be a big man to take this one on, but he looks like he might be trying his very best, but he's going to drop short in around the danger zone. Hands go up, UL have it. Now there might be another chance of a score. There might be a chance for a fantastic effort there, but it has gone over. His first point of the day. Mark Rogers has been relatively quiet by his old standard, but he got up with the paw there, brought it down and converted. Oh, there's a great take there again by UCC, looking for a bit of support there. McGarry looks around and plays a delicate ball inside. That is brought down, and now maybe there's a chance for Robert Downey. He just shoveled that on for himself. He's hoping to get it back again, but there's just too many men from UL around him. UCC haven't given up on this one. About 3.5 minutes of normal time to go. Nice control there, as we've seen a few times from both sets of players here, but it's just lost in the end as Flynn gets it. Flynn goes back as far as McGarry. McGarry maybe just tops that slide, doesn't get the distance he may have liked, and it's down as far as Robert Downey again. Robert Downey plays that outside, out by the sideline now, trying to work it in. Big tackle coming in there by Coughlin. Referee says play on though, as it's turned over again now by Hannafy coming up the line. Plenty of subs there in his way, almost protected him right as far as O'Grady. Now it's Garrod O'Connor. Garrod O'Connor has a man inside. That man is Adam English. He doesn't want him, he's going himself. He wants to score from play, and that is one of the scores of the evening. Garrod O'Connor came all the way back, took on the responsibility and finished it with a score. So that stretches the reigning champions lead out to 5 points, and UCC badly need to get the next score. It comes down to Flynn. He wants to do that, but his shot is blocked. Still there though, but again UL seem to have the numbers back there. They seem to have the men back there, but they have the ball. Do UCC at the moment. This has been turned over, it looks like. A bit of pulling and dragging going on there, and that one is dropping out. And again, do UL have a chance to come out again, as UCC have committed an awful lot of their team forward, but they need to at this stage. They're 5 points down. This is a knockout game. This is a quarter final. There's no back door at this stage. And so Brian now, who just steadied himself there a minute as he put it in there around the 21, around the D. That's battered out, old style. You don't see that too often. And again, look who's back there is O'Connor. He's been up and down the field. He's getting scores. He's stopping scores. And he's setting this one up again, and that's dropping down. It's a one-on-one ball inside. It's going to drop down. Rogers is in there. Rogers has it. Rogers is bearing down and going, bats it. And that is that. Mark Rogers, 1-1 in the last 2 minutes or so, has put this game to bed. We mentioned he'd been relatively quiet by his standard. He waited till about 90 seconds left of normal time to gather that one and put her into the net. The man from Scariff, who so much is expected of. And that looks to be that. A stoppage here again. Again, the referees seem to be having a word with a few players, but There's no doubt about the goal. 120 to 15 points. They've stretched it out to 8 points in absolutely no time. And UCC again making another change. Dara Flynn is making his way off the field. So for the last couple of minutes or so, UCC have to throw the kitchen sink at it at this stage. They need a goal almost from this puck out as we're gone 29 minutes in now. Again, it's dropping down. It might fall favourably to a man in red and black. It won't. UL have enough men there again. They're forced to go backwards. They're holding onto the ball and they're fairly composed about it. Back as far as O'Connor again on his own 45, putting that one into Rogers again. Almost a carbon copy of the goal a few minutes ago. It takes a deflection there. UCC got enough men back there. I think they got a bit of a fright from conceding the goal a few minutes ago. And it's not, it didn't even go out of play. UCC have it now and they're working their way up to the 65. They need a score out of this one. That one is dropped in. They need to drop it in around the house. Now they need a touch. They need to win the ball. The ball is there. Oh, it's kicked clear. A sliding tackle, soccer style. That one is kicked away. And it gives Cian Galvin now a chance with this one. With about 9 seconds of normal time to go. We will expect to have probably 2 minutes added on at the end of this one due to stoppages. Now there's a chance. Now out by the sideline, taking his shot on from there. Patrick O'Donovan. Patrick O'Donovan has been very good since he came onto the field. And he gets his reward now with a score. And UL make the final change of the day. Number 24, Ian Byrne, is onto the field. And he replaces Diarmuid Hannafy. He's come off the field. He seems to be suffering a small bit. He's come off the field, so that seems to be a precaution possibly for an injury. But Ian Byrne is onto the field and he's a fine hurler too. It's going over to the far side of the field to Barrett. Now Barrett has it. He's down on his hands and knees. He's lost the ball. Again, plenty of players coming around him to support him. They haven't managed to win it over just yet, as this one is going to come back outside. And is there a chance for UCC to strike something from there on the back foot there? Their number 24 from a huge distance out. Has he managed to get the score? He absolutely has by the looks of things. And that looked like it was Owen Downey. Owen Downey, the man, the Cork senior. And you can see why with a huge effort there. But is that too little too late at this stage? It's 1:21. We've played about a minute and 15 seconds over time. There's plenty of amateur referees around here telling the referee it's over, but he is the man that counts, and that one is dropped again. Again, UCC haven't given up on this. That looks like it was James O'Dwyer played that one in, but it's going to come back outside as far as Aidan O'Connor. Aidan O'Connor plays that one out outside, and UL just working it through the hands again, as they've done all night long. Really composed, even when they were down in this game. They played the same style and it worked out for them. Oh, that ball took a dangerous bounce, but it's worked out, and it's going your way. It's going your way, and that's Adam English on one leg, facing the wrong way, turned with his shot, but it's gone to the left and wide. He'll be happy with the 4 he's already got. We're coming up on 2 minutes. We'd expect maybe another 30 seconds or so. Hard to tell really, but the ball is still in play. The game is still on, and that's dropped down. And again, it's UL. Fergal O'Connor who has it now. Man, it was excellent in the first half. Hadn't had to do as much maybe in the second half. He still has done well though, and the ball is dropping down. UCC again just don't have enough men up there. UL seem to have committed numbers back, and it's working out for them, but they're still having to work hard for every ball. UCC putting big pressure on. TJ Brennan has it, and that's it. It's all over. 121 to 16 points is how this one finishes, and UL's march on to win a third Fitzgibbon Cup title in a row continues. UCC put it up to them, especially in that first half. They led at half time 11 points to 9, but in the second half, right from the word go, Brian O'Grady got on the ball and he went forward. He got the score. Now UCC did come back into it, but UL just kept going. And when Mark Rogers decided to wake up, he got 1-1 in about 90 seconds and really just finished off the game, did the man from Scariff. There are a lot of players stand out on both sides. Shane Barrett finished with 7 points. Brian Hayes there at 12, especially in the first half, was a big target for UCC. Joe Fitzpatrick was good. Shane Kingston in the back was good. Robert Downey did his very best. He set up that penalty all on the UCC side. Looking on the UL side, coming even from the corner back, Fergal O'Connor, really impressive from the Limerick man throughout the game. Fitzpatrick at centre back got a point. Colin Coughlin, when needed, stepped up and made a few big interceptions, as did Darrell Owen back there. Midfield, we had Brian O'Grady, got 2 points. Brian O'Sullivan there as well. Adam English finished with 4. Mark Rogers 1-1. But our man of the match, the higher education man of the match today in this Fitzgibbon Cup quarter-final will go to Garrod O'Connor. He was up and down the field, as well as the scores he got. He was back defending, he was doing everything. He got 2 in the first half. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by my account in the second half. So he finished with 8, and he is our man of the match. We'll take a quick pause here, and we're going to go out and try and get a word with Garrod. So bear with us for that one. But the full-time score here for the moment, we'll have a look back at the best bits of that game, and we'll hopefully come back with a word from Garrod O'Connor. Full-time score here, UL 121, UCC 16 points. Welcome back to UL. Delighted to be joined by our man of the match, and UL a victor for you, number 14 Garrod O'Connor. Garrod, describe that game to us.
Look, I suppose UCC came out of the traps all guns blazing, and we struggled in that first half to come to terms with what they brought. I suppose they brought great intensity, and look, we were under no illusions coming into this game that UCC had a great panel, probably one of the best panels out there. They took their chance in the first half. We went in half time, we regrouped, we talked about what went wrong, we had a bit of time, and then I think that second half, then I don't know what the turnaround in the second half, but I thought we came out of the blocks in the second half. We had our purple patch, and we've seen out the game, thank God.
Yeah, 1-10 I think in the second half, and from the very start I think it was Brian O'Grady. He won the ball from the throw-in and he went for it, he got the point. What was said to you at half time, because he came out flying?
I suppose there was a few words said there in half time because we weren't performing. Ger Downs had a few words with us just to try and go out and win the first ball in the second half, and to fair to Brian, straight from the throw-in, he set the tone all game, tackling, turning over and scoring points. I suppose Brian was a loss to us last year as well, and he's after come back this year like a complete different animal. And just seen there from the start of the second half, he set the tone from what way we wanted to go on, and thank God we carried that through to the second half and back into semi-final now, thank God.
What kind of instructions are you given? Because you're wearing 14, you're scoring points, but you're back defending as well.
I suppose, look, the forward line that we have there, any six forwards can play in any position, and even the lads coming in, the likes of Paddy and Dermot, anyone can slot in anywhere. So I suppose you just go where you're needed. I could be inside in full forward 1 minute, and Mark could be out centre forward, and then Mark could go in there and see how dangerous he is. All he needs is one ball. I suppose he was kept tight today, but the one chance that he got, he put the ball in the back of the net. And look, we're just grateful that we have the likes of Mark and Adam, and then sort of players that can, all they need is a split second and then they can make the ball talk. But yeah, I suppose just the way that the game is, you can be anywhere that's needed, and I thought TJ Brennan set the tone there in the second half as well. I suppose he had a tough there in the first half, but him and Brian led the line in the second half, and we just kind of filtered back and we just play where we're needed.
Talk to us about the Fitzgibbon Cup in general. I know you're flying it with Tip as well, but to get to play, I suppose, with the best of the best really of your age go around the place, you're playing with these fellas as opposed to against them. What's that like? What's the camaraderie even like?
Yeah, look, I suppose it's gas in a way that like you're soldiering along with them on a Wednesday, and then come a Saturday or Sunday you're going head to head trying to knock the heads off each other, and then the following Wednesday then you're regrouping again and playing together. But look, no, it's a great competition. This is I'm looking at this is my third year playing. There's a few of us there now that have been here for 3 years, and just the bond that you have with these lads, it's just it's gas when you do actually play against them with your counties, because you have to take it serious like. But then I suppose after the game you have that bit of a laugh, and then when you come together on a Wednesday or even a Monday for a meet up and then playing then on the Wednesday, it's great. Like I can't speak high enough of the competition. I've met so many friends, I suppose friends for life, and even just the opportunity to play with some of these lads is just great.
Finally, because I'll let you in and get warmed down in a minute, University of Galway now in the final. You know them pretty well, you played in the final the last couple of years. How are you feeling going into that one?
Yeah, look, we played them in the league final this year up in Dangan, and they gave us a bit of a beating now, to be honest, and we haven't forgotten about that. But no, look, they've a great team. We've come across them the last 2 years, so they'll be gunning for us and we'll be gunning for them. But no, I think it's next Wednesday or Thursday, so no, I say it'll be a great match now.
Brilliant, Garrod. Thanks very much for coming and talking to us. Go in and warm down and we'll talk to you later. Garrod up.